Shalom, family. Good to see everyone here. I hope you're doing well. Well, I noticed over the last few weeks, people have been posting on TikTok that they're having these conversations with Three Eye Atlas or somebody on the spaceship. And I'm sorry, I have to conclude, y'all just looking for clicks and views, and it's primarily white people posting these videos and making these claims that they're having these conversations, these on a Three Eye Atlas. Well, how do you contact them? Because I have no clue. How do you contact them? Okay, because to my knowledge, if we're going according to the Bible, the Most High don't chatter with Gentiles, right? He doesn't sit around and chat with a bunch of Gentiles. So either you got one hell of an imagination or you are talking to a legion of demons, it sounds like to me. Maybe Hashatan is taking some time off to chat with you. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, I'm just not believing these videos that I'm seeing cropping up all over the place. Maybe somebody need to go see a shrink. Maybe that's what it is, but y'all having these conversations and getting all this information from Three Eye Atlas is a farce. Okay. I don't believe y'all. I'm sorry. I do not believe any of you that are saying this. I don't believe none of you. And if they happen to come here, that's going to be one of the first things. Why were you talking to Gentiles? I promise you, they're going to say they weren't. But let me go ahead and share my screen because I guess seeing is believing, right? Seeing is believing. All right, here we go. Y'all think I'm kidding. Wait until you see these videos. You'll believe me. You'll believe me. Give me a one if you see my screen. Thank you. Mhm. Okay, so I guess they're communicating on the behalf of the earth, I guess. I don't know. But let's get into it.
Today is October 27th, and I have another message from the aliens. I'm an interdimensional communicator, and today I have a message from Alien Source, and then I have a message from God Source, which is part 3 of our lesson in discernment. First, Alien Source gave me an update on Three Eye Atlas. As usual, he gave me his message telepathically. I converted it into words on my iPad, checked in with him, and now the message is ready for you. Here's today's message. Three Eye Atlas is not a comet, and that is just one example of the lies you have been told about aliens. NASA and other government agencies know it's not a comet. They know it has changed its trajectory, speed, and color. Three Eye Atlas has been working in collaboration with Mars and Swan to help Earth prepare for the motherships to come into full density. It is not planned to land on Earth nor remove anyone from your planet. It will not harm you in any way. We have provided Three Eye Atlas as alien theater employed to give humans something to discover, track, and ponder. It is all part of disclosure. It is all part of your transition to New Earth. So that really was a message from Alien Source. And then next Source came to me in his God Source or Source expression. Here's his message. Yes, it is true that your most trusted guides will lie to you. Not because they want to deceive you, but because that is the only way you will really learn discernment. This is why this is important. Humanity as a collective has put too much trust in the wrong people, words, and hypotheses. On average, you have lost most of your natural ability to discern your own personal truth because you have been told lies designed to achieve that outcome. You were told you were born a sinner, flawed from birth. That is a lie. The truth is, you were born exactly as your own soul designed you to be in this lifetime. You were told that Jesus was a savior who died for your sins. That is a lie. You do not need saving, nor will you be judged for your sins. You will be the only judge of you, and the only question you will ask yourself upon completion of this lifetime is, did I learn what I intended to learn? You were told you are a child of God, a word chosen specifically because it represents a small, weak human who is not developed enough to make their own decisions. That is a lie. You are not a child of God. You are a divine spark of source. You have power and fire within you. You are developed enough to make your own decisions. No one but you can discern your truth. The lies you have been told for generations will be revealed soon. Your inner discernment will lead you to truth. So that was the message from Alien Source and God Source for today. I know this topic can be confusing and kind of a bummer, but it's important to remember that all of this is for our highest and greatest good, and none of it will actually even apply to you unless you're playing this high stakes game. We're all heading into disclosure, but you get to decide how aggressive you want to be on your soul's journey. Now, before I go, I want to mention again, I'm going to be in New York City on November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd for a live channeling experience. I'll focus on the Divine Egypt exhibit at the Met. You can find all the details and buy tickets on my website at divinemagic.com/in-person. And I'll be right back here again the next time they give me another message from the aliens.
I am so deep. I am communicating with Three Eye Atlas. No, I mean, I'm communicating with Three Eye Atlas. When I communicate Three Eye Atlas, that's me communicating with Three Eye Atlas.
What's that? Oh, some leaked information just came out saying that we are communicating with Three Eye Atlas, the 12-mile-ish long mothership that's heading towards Earth. Tell me more. Yes, you heard that right. It is confirmed. We are communicating with Three Eye Atlas, and it is on its way here, and they are not coming here in a friendly way. Oh, that's about all the information that was leaked, but they are confirming that they have actually been on this planet before and that they have been a part of resetting the planet. Okay. So I'm not sure how we're communicating with them or exactly when they're going to be here, but it sounds like around November. So I guess I wonder if that's why all these people have made these underground bunkers, because they were aware of this information. Okay. They also said that they could get off of our radar anytime to where we wouldn't be able to find them, and then they just show up when they're ready. Oh, fun.
Oh God, my heart is still racing and I'm still extremely emotional. Oh wow. So all this talk about the Three Eye Atlas. Oh shit, I'm still emotional. I've been watching people talk about this comet, Three Eye Atlas, and I'm a psychic, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna portal myself. Oh, okay, I'm back. I decided to, if you will, teleport or just astral project, theta project, if you will. I take myself into a theta brainwave and then I head up and I just commanded that I wanted to go to the spaceship. That's what it is, it's a spaceship. And immediately I felt it's veiled. So you can't see in it unless they let you see it. I'm shaking. They don't let you see in it unless they want you to see in it. And as soon as I felt that, this being popped into my face. And yes, they do look like they're tribal. They're tribal. And he looked at me and he said, "Home." And immediately I started panicking and crying, and I have never felt so in need of not being here. Holy shit. I went into like a panic, like an emotional panic, and I told him, "You've got to stop, like you gotta back off. I can't handle this energy," because I'm crying. What the hell? Home. Oh my God. All right. I've gotten myself somewhat under composure here of shaking still and obviously still trying to clean up my emotional energy that has just absolutely gone whack. Like whatever high vibration they're bringing, my body's not ready for. And I wonder if this is what's going to happen tomorrow or hit tomorrow, but rather gradually hit the rest of the consciousness. So when I got up there, it is long and it is like it's made of rock, like obsidian. Obsidian. That's what they're telling me, obsidian. And there's like hundreds of windows, but you can't see them because it's got this blanket, if you will, but it's like a transparent blanket. It's a veil, is what they say. It's a veil over it. And they're all traveling. And they're I can't even talk. Searching. I don't know what they're searching for, but they do have a blue skin tone. And I read somewhere on TikTok that someone had seen that they were Native American. They're not Native American. At least that's not what I'm perceiving. They're tribal. They're taking my fucking voice again. What are you pointing? Interstellar. Interstellar is the word he's using, and he's pointing north. Why north? You're in space. But anyways, he's pointing north with a sharp edge like spear north. And they're bluish skin, but they're tribal. They're not Native American, and I can see why you would think that they are. And holy hell, the technology. And the way they communicate is telepathically. Clearly, I'm psychic, so I'm picking it up, but that's how they talk. Everything is done via mind power. They're tall. They say we are mistaken as aliens. But they're not. They're like, we're from our own home. Searching. Man, there's so much information. Oh my God. But when he popped in my face, I say he, but when the being popped in my face and he said home, I have never, besides really trying to explain hyperventilating, I have never felt that before. It was like, don't leave me type feeling, don't leave me. Here. I don't know what he's saying. He's saying here. Oh, lots of information. If I have more, I'm going to say it because this is freaking fascinating and I'm blown away by my physical response. Wow.
So, Three Eye Atlas. I have had so many questions from so many of you in my comments and DMs asking about Three Eye Atlas. I did take a trip a while ago and projected there and did a reading, and I spoke to one of them. And I have not wanted to do a video about it because a lot of the information that I pulled in was it feels like it could be used in a harmful manner by certain people or governments who see any kind of contact from outside civilizations as a threat. Because I don't, yeah. But anyway, they're not a threat. They are coming to observe us. They're observing us. They have been here before. They have worked with humanity before. They didn't build or advance our civilizations, but their energy and their technology, their energy influenced our technology, in ancient civilizations, if that makes sense. So they didn't come and build pyramids, but their energy influenced what we did with our own civilizations. And so if you think the aliens built the pyramids, I'm sorry to inform you, they did not. But their energy influenced the technology. And in turn, they borrowed some of our, I want to say DNA, but it's not DNA, cellular structures, for their own research, for their own civilizations. So it's been a symbiotic relationship. And now they're coming to observe us because, as we all know, our planet as a society, as a race, is on this precipice, on the verge of a huge breakthrough. And they, number one, want to see what we do with this energy. And number two, they want to watch the show. They've got their popcorn and they're sitting back to watch the show. Because they're like, I'm seeing like fireworks, like a laser light show or fireworks, something really cool. And they're very pleased to see what we're doing energetically with our own planet. They're like, it looks like a shit show for you, a hellscape for you, but from our point of view, it's a beautiful thing to watch souls who have forgotten who they are cross that bridge into awakening and knowing. So once we reach that point and they think energetically we can handle contact as a people, then they will make contact. When the ship they know that we're aware that they're there and that there is speculation whether or not it's an asteroid or a ship or whatever. The ship kind of looks like an asteroid, and that is by design, so that they can better fly under the radar. They do have cloaking technology. So when they get closer, they'll cloak so that there's no danger, no harm, and they won't make contact until we're ready. We cannot force it. And they are non-corporeal beings. They are energetic. And the reason for that is because not only have they evolved to the point, well, not only, just they have evolved to the point where they vibrate at such a high level that they no longer need physical bodies. It's like it would be like watching a TV show with a lot of static. If they show themselves to us in body corporeally, it would be like looking at them through a dream state or static, or like you're talking to a spirit, even though they're not spirits or ghosts, they're actual beings, but their vibration is so high that we can't see them physically unless they choose to show us. So somebody sent me a video last night or this morning of somebody else's 3i Atlas experience. And a lot of the information this person got was very similar to my first experience. But the being that they were shown and the being that I was shown were different physically when we were given an image, because our human brains will interpret information that's given to us in this manner in a way that we can more easily process. So that doesn't mean somebody's right and somebody's wrong. It just means that was our experience. And also, I asked them if they had a message for any of us that they wanted me to pass along. And they, it was so cool. They took me into this meditative state, and all of a sudden I was weightless. My whole body went weightless, and I couldn't feel my hands or my feet or anything anymore. And it was like I was just energy and consciousness. And all of a sudden, the information they were feeding me, it wasn't auditory. It was just, they were just feeding me data. And I was told, and this is purely my translation, these were not physical words, again, if we want to explore energetic and vibrational healing, not just in our bodies, but as a planet, to when we go into meditation or a higher vibrational state, to start at the brain stem where it connects to the spinal column and goes down through our bodies. And there's an electricity there that comes from our brain through the brain stem and down the spinal column. Those are electronic signals. And then I can see it branches out like lightning through all the nerve endings, but there's a electricity, I guess, is for lack of a better word. There's electricity that shoots through our nervous system, and then it continues to reach beyond our physical bodies out towards other people and things. And this is how we can feel energies, other people's energies, spirits, and whatnot. This is how we can feel when somebody's looking at us because of this electrical connection. And so if we explore that within ourselves and tap into that, we can feel how that electricity can make imbalances whole, pieces that are missing whole. It can heal us at the cellular level, and it changes the vibration in a room. And once enough of us are doing this, it changes the vibration of a whole society and a planet, because we are connected to the planet in that same manner. It was very profound. Oh, and the God particle, the elusive God particle, is in that electricity. It's within us. So once a mathematician, I'm getting, is going to discover that, they're going to nail it down, and that will be life-changing and religion-changing. Okay. All right, I think that's all I've got for now. So I'll await your questions. I love you. Bye.
If you see this video right now, the High Council wants you to see this. The Schumann resonance is off the chart again, because 3i Atlas is blasting chats towards the sun, and 3i Atlas is communicating with the Earth. Yes, they're already proved. There are images online. And what has 3i Atlas to do with us? Because 3i Atlas is now Comet. 3i Atlas is no draconian fleet. It is the High Council from the 6th dimension. And because 3i Atlas is now here in our solar system, humanity is waking up. There is a global light code activation happening. And did you notice, since 3i Atlas reached Mars, you can't sleep? You have no sleep, and you just receive messages, downloads, high vibrational codes. Maybe you have ear ringing all the time, and you can hear them, you can feel them, you can see them, and the High Council is giving you updates and codes. And as long as they are here in our solar system, they will restore the ancient grids. They work with every planet they passed in the solar system. Yes, they do. Can you see them? Can you feel them? And now the strong energies from the Earth's frequency again. Maybe you have ear ringing. Maybe you are very thirsty. Maybe you have no appetite. And your body really says, I need different food. Please give me different food. I need more vegetables. I need more fruits. I need much less meat. I need much less eggs. Can you sense? Because the Earth's frequency is increasing, and humanity is really fighting back now.
At CERN, they've used their collider to open up a portal to communicate with extraterrestrial beings.
Whoa.
And one of them are the occupants from 3i Atlas.
To be clear, CERN already has a room and a technology to open a portal to talk to extraterrestrials.
Yes.
But recently, they also used it to communicate with the beings on 3i Atlas.
That's correct.
Okay, go
Yes.
on.
So those beings introduced themselves as such, like we are the occupants of this object, and they did not show up physically. They show up as holograms. Now, they apparently showed up as holograms. They look tall, and they communicated telepathically with every single scientist in the room.
Wow.
And they all got the same message, which is that they are coming in peace, and they're just trying to come over here to gather all the star seeds of this planet.
Wow, breaking news. A South American scientist has been in touch with me to say that the interstellar object 3I Atlas has been emitting a signal. He thought the signal was undecipherable, a kind of junk Morse code, but he fed it into AI and came out of some intriguing messages, basically that, you know, don't worry, we are on our way. We will save you. And he also said that this object has been contacted by the US government, has been sending communications back and forth that obviously haven't been made public. So what is going on here? Is the US government really in touch with an interstellar alien craft and hiding it from the public? Will we ever find out the truth? I guess we will once this craft arrives. What are your thoughts? This scientist has agreed to an interview, so I'll set that up soon and we'll do a live with him. Thank you.
I told you. And, you know, the fact that they give too many details tell me they are clearly lying. Oh, and then this, and then they had this, and then they had that. And, okay, whatever. Okay. And y'all, these have been cropping up almost. I bet you if I go back to the summer, they probably start doing it then because they found it what in the solar system July 1st, right? And I just went back really to the beginning of this month. I didn't even go back to September or even August, but I bet you they started doing this back during the summertime. I've been speaking to it. I've been speaking to the beings that's in there. Okay. So I would imagine by the time December come, this will definitely be amplified. Mhm. It'll be Oh my goodness. Yes. The people are really doing this. They're really doing this, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. All right, B. Let me get to the thank yous. G. Bowman Jr. Thank you for the super chat. Didn't the creator say he would choose their delusions? Isaiah 66, verse 4. Yes, he did. And thank you for your support for my channel. Ellie Brown, thank you for your super chat. Ordered shampoo and oil. Edge Control is sold out. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to make some over the next 2 days and it'll be reposted real soon. You know, probably the latest I would say this weekend after Sabbath, of course. But it will be relisted. Brooklyn 71881. Thank you for your super chat, Miss Lisa. I think the Nut House are missing some patience. I think you're right about that. And thank you for your support for my channel. Okay. And Justin Bergman 4776. Blessings, Lisa, and blessings back to you. And thank you for your support for my channel. Yeah, y'all, I think as this thing move about the solar system, it's gonna make these people nuttier than a fruit cake. My son is doing well. In fact, he peeked in when the live stream, you know, when I was showing the video, and he got a good chuckle out of what these people were saying. And you know, the woman when she said that she was weightless, he said she looked like she weighed 220 pounds, 320 pounds. And he started laughing. Remember, she said she was weightless? Yeah. Oh boy, these people are a trip. They are a trip. Mhm. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and conclude. So, this is going to be my final live stream for today. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I guess if you want to get a good laugh, just rewatch it. You'll certainly get that. So, have a wonderful night and be on the lookout for my live streams tomorrow. Shalom, family.